So I want to start by with my class, which are at the moment are year 3, age 7 to 8. But within our system, we move around a lot. So it's likely next year I'll either be teaching older children or younger children. I intend to use some quite basic activities, which probably would be used with much younger children. But obviously, because of my children wouldn't have had any training at all, we're going to start at the bottom. So my general pedagogical aim is the children will learn how to use the EMV model to describe objects. So that's what we would call learning objective. So I'm going to start off by just introduce parameters using the table, the senses table. I might slightly adapt it, but the senses and parameters table, which we have in our folder. I'll place a selection of sort of object cards on the table. This is quite detailed now because I wasn't thinking about it. This is sort of more of a lesson plan for me. So place objects cards on the table. In partners, children would describe what they see using the parameters. Children would then model to the class, good, so sort of, we call it good learning, would model to the class what they're doing. Introduce yes and no games. Once the children are good at describing objects, then we would move on to introducing the yes and no games, and I would do the hiding, again modelling that, give children opportunity to play those on their own. Once they're okay with that and confident of that, we'd move on to using the table and putting objects and values into the table. Again, just really trying to get the children used to the vocabulary of parameter and value. So once they're confident at using the table, that's when I'd be able to bring it into my everyday teaching, and we could use it then for research and other aspects of the curriculum I teach. But to start off with, it would just be a few sessions on let's get used to talking about objects in terms of parameters and values. And then, of course, from there, once we're talking about the actual curriculum, I'll be able to do things like, which I call fact cards, but I think you would call them passports when you did your presentation. Fact cards and just getting the children to explore other areas and start for research. And then even, depending on how things are going, moving on to using the multi-screen operator. And that's it.